You're sniffing piddle!
It's a dog's life.
These last 2 blocks, I've been tracking a Lhasa Apso.
Undercover Canadian style.
Penguin to stallion. Come in, stallion.
Fraser hits the streets.
Stop immediately! This is not your automobile!
Like no other mountain.
If you've seen a stolen car, please raise your hand.
Due South, now on Friday at 8 on BBC1.
And now on BBC1, to round off this evening, a look at the latest weather prospects with Penny Tranter.
Hello and welcome to Close Down Weather. The cool weather is set to continue for the next couple of days, and certainly Monday was one of the coldest June days on record in Leeds, with temperatures of just 11 degrees. Elsewhere across the country it's been a cool start to June, with temperatures 1 to 3 degrees below what we normally expect at this time of the year. And it's certainly been a dull start to June over northern and eastern areas. Certainly it's more sun in the southwest, but even here hasn't seen as much as we should have done for the first week in June. The cool weather has been brought about by northerly winds, which will continue to blow across the country tonight and again on Tuesday around that area of high pressure, which will bring predominantly dry weather, but also feed in some cloud, which it did during this evening, bringing a few showers in the southeast. Those continuing there tonight, and perhaps the odd spot of rain coming to the far north of Scotland by the end of the night. Elsewhere dry and relatively clear, and temperatures around 5 to 7 degrees, but cold enough in the Highlands of Scotland for a touch of ground frost. For many parts on Tuesday morning, starting off dry and bright with a good deal of sunshine, particularly in western and central areas, but showers from the word go in the southeast may pop up in southern and central parts of England later on in the afternoon, but always quite light and scattered, and becoming dry in the far north of Scotland. The best of the sunshine in southern Scotland and Northern Ireland, where we'll see the highest temperatures. Good night.
Probably the most common single factor in deaths by drowning in the 15 to 35 age group is alcohol.
We've been having such a great time.
I don't reckon we had all that much to drink.
Following exercise, just 1 pint of lager or 2 glasses of wine can reduce blood glucose to a dangerous level.
Then he said he'd race us to that boat.
We said no way.
It was too cold.
Too far.
But he just wouldn't listen.
Alcohol impairs physical ability and judgment.
He said he swam for his school, no problem.
And then we saw he was in trouble.
The low blood glucose level causes weakness and confusion. Alcohol can affect the body's temperature control, promoting rapid hypothermia.
And then he was gone.
He just wouldn't listen.
That was a public information film. And with that timely advice, we come to the end of BBC1 for another night. There's no need to want for further entertainment, though, because BBC Radio is on hand throughout the wee small hours. On Radio 1 at present, it's Wendy Lloyd. On Radio 2, Steve Madden. And on Radio 5, Linda McDermott and Tim Grundy are taking their listeners round the other side of midnight. On Radio 4's long-wave frequency and in FM stereo, the BBC World Service has News Desk. But as I say, BBC1 has come to an end for another night, and I've come to the end of this channel for the present. Many thanks for your company now and in the past, and on behalf of everyone working at Television Centre, this is David Miles, wishing you a very peaceful night. Good night.